Empower Method for Children with Autism. In this very first session of the Module 1, I'm going to talk about what the Empower Method is. What is it made of? And how can you use it to help your child with autism? So, what is Empower for Autism? It's a method for helping young children with autism and communication difficulties. It's a method that empowers parents to make the change that their child needs to make. Parents can learn this method and use it in their day-to-day activities. But you could ask why? Why do parents need to work with their child? Why shouldn't it be just a therapist? Well, it has been shown that children with autism need intensive input. Just short-term input, either at a school or by a therapist, is unlikely to work. And once parents learn this method and use it in their day-to-day life to help their child, then it's most likely to be successful. This method is based on evidence-based approaches. So all of its components, all the activities which are included in it, have been shown to work with children with autism. The parents have got to take 3 steps. They've got to learn, they've got to adopt the environment, and then they've got to practice. The parents have got to learn what are the obstacles that autism creates, and then what to do to overcome those obstacles in their child's development. And they've got to learn a set of activities and how to do those activities. It is a step-by-step process, and the method takes you through 8 structured modules, and you've got to commit to completing those modules. There's no point just dipping in a small part of it and practicing it sometime, a little bit of it, and that's not likely to work. So that kind of commitment of learning the method, adopting the environment, and practicing it is needed. A part of using this method is changing and adopting yours and family's way of caring and living with the child. A way which is in tune with your child with autism. And you've got to adapt the home environment. You've got to make it less stressful for the child. Because if the environment at home is stressful for the child, then the child is unlikely to learn. The child is going to be stressed and anxious and not paying attention to what you're saying or what you're doing. So that is the adapting process, and the method takes you through what to adopt and how to adopt. Practice. Now, that is what's going to make the difference. Not just knowing about the method, but practicing it. And the method will suggest ways of practicing to make them part of your day-to-day life. And if you and your family together make all the activities part of the day-to-day life and practice, that will create the immense change that is needed here. The method has 8 modules. The first module is learning about autism. So in this module, you learn what autism is and what it means, what causes it, and all the common questions that you want to know about autism, you learn them here. The second module is knowing your child's profile and creating a learning environment. Now, all children are different, and so are all children with autism. And you've got to know your child's strengths and needs and individualize the method to your child. It also suggests ways of creating a learning environment at home that will help your child learn better. The third module is the parent's toolbox of 7 special skills. And these are the skills that are going to help you help your child. They're quite simple skills. And once you learn these skills, you can use them anywhere as part of any activity you do at home. And that will really make your interactions and communication with your child effective in terms of your child's learning. The fourth module is about 4 foundation skills that your child needs to have to learn anything else, basically. And these are the skills which are absolutely essential for your child to have. And quite often what happens, parents get on to try to teach their child this or that when their child hasn't got some of these skills. So this module will help your child learn the foundation skills. The fifth module has a set of activities that will help your child learn to talk and communicate. The sixth module will help your child learn social skills. The seventh module is about managing your child's behavior difficulties, because quite often in autism, children's challenging behavior comes in the way of their learning, and this module will help you deal with that. The eighth module will help your child learn daily life skills. It will help your child learn self-help skills such as of eating and toileting, and it also has advice about sleeping difficulties. Now, how to get the best out of the Empower method for autism? Now, as I said earlier, first of all, you've got to commit to learning the method. You've got to learn all the modules, and you've got to go through the activities step by step. But also, you've got to involve the whole family in this process, because once the whole family works in the same way to help the child, the input becomes really intensive for the child, and that is what will help your child learn and make the change. So that was the introduction about Empower method for children with autism. The next module is about understanding autism. And if you want to take this method, if you want to use it to help your child with autism, then we'll see you in the next module.